Good morning. It's the Call Flow Radio Show, and you're on the air.
Well, April Fools, I'm back to torture you for another morning. No. Chris Rochon with you once again, just for the beginning of your Call Flow program, as Longwood Arts is kind of inundating your airwaves. We talked about art yesterday, and today, gonna talk a little about theater. And, of course, we have our final show coming up. It is a series of 8 brand new little one-act plays, all put together, called Dream House by a local playwright, Brett Hersey, who a lot of you will know. We're really looking forward to the premiere. It is all being performed by students, some of which I have with me this morning, 2 newbies, so be kind. Good morning, all.
Good morning, Mr.
How are you? Yeah, you speak now. That's the way it works. Yeah, it's your turn. So good morning. So we have with us Morgan Abulasan, who has been on before.
Yes, I have.
Last year.
Yep, for Vanya, right.
And then we have with us 2 new folks. We have freshman in the theater program, Camden Arkstein.
Yes, I'm so happy to be here. Thank you.
We are happy to have you. And now, Garrett, you are not a theater major. What is your major?
I am an English education major.
English and education major, and Garrett Ward. And they are all performing in these shows. Now, each of you are in 2 plays, right?
3.
You've got 3.
Yes.
Whoa, and you've got...
I got 2.
You guys have just got 2. You got to pull a heavy load. Well, you're a big guy. You can do it. You can do it. So now let's start. Morgan, we'll start with you, and then that way give them a chance to kind of relax a little here. So this is now what? This is just your second time?
No, this is my
This is the third.
Yeah, this is the 3rd show I've been in at Longwood, yeah.
Okay. And now this was the first time you guys got to work on a show. The playwright is there. Mm-hmm. He's making changes.
Yes.
As you're, doing your rehearsals. Mm-hmm. What was that like?
I really appreciate Dr. Hersey for being there for every single rehearsal. Sometimes I find myself standing on stage and I'll look up and I'll check his facial expressions to make sure I'm living up to what he had imagined his character to be. So I enjoy having his input and hearing his ideas for the process. So I really enjoy having him there.
It's probably, a one-time experience. Yes. Very rarely is the playwright there. And if the playwright he's talking to the director. He's not working directly with the actors.
No, he talks to us all the time. Every time we get off stage, he gives us a fist bump, goes, good job, that was great, I love it. It's really encouraging to have him here.
Awesome. Now, Camden, let's talk about what are the 2 plays, we'll say, that you are in.
The 2 plays that I am in are these sort of dramatic drama comedy pieces, one of which being more of a dramatic piece. It's definitely going to evoke a lot of emotion, I feel.
Okay.
Whereas the next one that I am in is sort of this combination between comedy and drama, which is sort of it's definitely twists and turns, but it sort of leaves you with almost this lighthearted, hopeful feeling.
And that's kind of the theme here. These 8 shows. It's a roller coaster ride.
Definitely,
is the way I thought about it. You're up and you're laughing, and then things kind of get kind of serious.
Yes, it's definitely this amalgamation of different genres, but also different topics. But at the end of the day, although there's this roller coaster, it's just this well portrayed storyline that leaves you feeling even though you've been put through this roller coaster of emotions, it's for sure a complete feeling to it.
It was a fun ride.
Definitely.
It's a fun ride. Garrett, how about the 2 that you are in? What?
So I'm a disembodied captain voice in my my 3rd one.
Gotcha.
The other 2 I'm in, I'm actually co-starring with Morgan in both of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And in one I play a boot addict.
Okay.
And the other one I play a kind businessman who is trying to talk to Morgan's baby bump.
Well, like any businessman would,
Yeah.
I think, in any respect. So, okay. Now, this is the first time for you
Yes.
performing with Longwood Theater. So have
First
you
time
done
performing
any?
ever.
So
Yeah.
you've never done any kind of theater?
Well, I did. I was in the student director showcase last
Okay.
spring, and I was present with the original reading of Dream House that happened last year. in
Right,
the
when they
spring.
just did the read over. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So what inspired you then to want to really get in?
Dr. Hersey to me, but Brett Hersey, the playwright,
Yeah.
is actually one of my professors, and
English,
I
yeah.
have a good professional relationship with him. Play D&D with him every now and then.
Okay.
And he convinced me to try out, so I auditioned. So I
Okay.
did. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's great. That's another cool little tie-in for you.
Yeah.
Now, this is the final show of the season. A fun way to wrap it up. We're premiering brand new work. He was on sabbatical, so these were just written. So we've got the premiere of this, which I think a lot of people will be excited about. The other thing a lot of people will be excited about, it's free, right?
Yep.
So the department has chosen to make it free. We do highly recommend people get tickets, though, because there are less than 100 seats a night.
Yes.
So it's going to be very limited and tight to get in, and a couple of nights already almost sold out.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's see, we're next week.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys open a week from tomorrow.
That's nerve-wracking.
Oh, come on. By now you got all the lines, right?
Oh,
You're-
yeah, no.
For sure.
We're definitely, it's a smooth cycle. I think
Yeah.
we're
Yeah.
going through it really smoothly.
And Professor Spies, Bruce Spies, who a lot of people also know, is directing this. So he is going to be putting these together. It's interesting because y'all are doing a lot of, I'm trying to think of the right word I want to use. You are creating the scenes, not so much by a set design as by your character, right?
Yes.
It's very different.
Yes.
Yeah, the set is very relaxed. I would say the play is heavily the characters' interactions.
Right.
It has to take your attention quickly and keep it,
Yeah, you were traveling through this dream house, quote unquote, and each story is what we find in each room of this set location. So I think that's also going to be very interesting because the audience now, the way I see it, becomes a character. They have to, okay, I don't know, somebody let a cat in here. So the audience has to join you on your journey. They've got to buy into they're on a plane or whatever set you are setting. Now, has that factor, because you don't have a full set you're playing with, you really have to make the audience believe they're either in a living room, on board an airplane. How has that affected how you've come to your characters? Has that really played a part? Have you thought like that?
I would say in the beginning, it definitely felt like a struggle to fully get in because the set is very minimalistic.
Yeah.
It has to be stuff that we can pick up and move very easily.
Right.
So there's barely anything on stage the entire time.
Yeah, because you're going one play,
Yes.
2 minutes, just quick change,
like
next show.
one after the other.
Yeah.
So I kind of got in my head about it a little bit because I was like, it's just going to be me and Garrett. Like, we have to make our scene be memorable because there's nothing else around us on stage that like can distract people from us. So
Yeah, it's a little more of a
all the attention is going
challenge.
to be on
Yeah.
And a lot of that's worked into our directions and even into the script. A lot of the set is
Right.
built in there.
Well, I know some, Brett and I had talked to one, he had written one of these as, I think it was originally a brother-sister. And because of casting, it has now become two sisters.
Oh, yes.
And
That's
so
so
that changes the entire dynamic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you all have had to kind of adjust how you initially came in on the fly, so to speak.
Yeah, definitely. But I think that sort of like ties in with like the cool aspect of being able to work with the playwright right there with you.
Yeah.
Like that sort of brings back to like the experience of like this is definitely something that's unique, because even though like you might have to change things up, it's cool that you even are able to change things up almost.
Right. Yeah, because normally a script is set and you're locked in. You cannot just make changes.
Mm-hmm.
And this way, like I said, probably would be for you all a once in a lifetime experience.
Definitely.
I think it's great. I've never had the opportunity all the years I did theater, so kudos to y'all. Enjoy it. Again, we open next week, next Wednesday. The show runs Wednesday through Saturday at 7 p.m. Sunday, our matinee at 2. All performances in the main stage in the Theater Communication Studies building at CSTAC, as it's still known, even though Com Studies is no longer in the building. That's still where we are. People who are used to our shows are used to it. If you have to get a ticket, you can go to the box office, which is in the new Joan Perry Brock Convocation Center, or go online, longwood.edu/box office, and just follow the link and get your ticket, and get it now, because like I said, a few nights already almost sold out, very few tickets left. Really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a fun way to wrap up the season.
Definitely.
This is going to be great. And it'll wrap up your first year with the theater department. So how has your first year been, Cam?
My first year here at Longwood with the theater department has been like better than I could have ever imagined.
Wonderful.
I was kind of scared coming from high school theater to college theater. I was like, wow, like I'm with all these like pros, like, you know, because it's kind of coming from like in high school it's like, you know, anyone tries out for the show. Here it's like, oh, like you got the majors trying out for the show, like they're gonna do this as a professional job. And everybody here is so talented and so welcoming, and I think it's awesome because the theater department at Longwood is such a welcoming community. I feel like I found like good friends in the department. Like
Wonderful.
I feel like I found like a good place to perform, and through the shows, I've loved the shows so far. And they set you up well with like, you can act, but also you can do tech stuff, and you can try anything you need to get you prepared for like the real theater world, stuff like that. So I've really enjoyed it so far.
Wonderful. That's good to hear, and that's what it's there for, is really to prepare you for what it's professionally going to be like. Now, so Garrett, what about you? Have you been bitten by the theater bug now with this first time, or are you going to do more?
I actually think I might. I've been really enjoying the show process. I think part of it is that Dr. Hersey is there. It's fun to see the script change as you go through the process,
Right.
and I know that won't happen in other places.
Wow.
But you know what? I think I might audition for more. It has been a fun process.
Awesome. Well, that's good to hear. Always love to have somebody come back into theater. And Morgan, we'll wrap with you. So are we, I know initially you were not, performance was not really where you were at, but now 3 shows coming up under your belt here.
Yes.
Maybe a change?
Definitely a change.
Oh.
I won't be changing my major to
Right.
theater performance. I'm always going to be theater ed with teachers. Definitely going to be auditioning for a lot more. I'm really excited for next season. We have The Revolutionist, which is by a new playwright.
Laurie
we have
Gunderson.
we have Glass Menagerie. So I'm very excited to continue to audition for Longwood, because I feel like I've kind of found my place here. Like, I don't get as nervous to like audition, because I know that,
I remember Vanya.
Yes.
You were scared to
Oh
death.
my goodness, Bruce Spees almost had my head on a plate. He really did. But I get to work with him again, so this has been so exciting, and so like it's been a very happy month.
Wonderful.
Just getting to work on the show. So
Wonderful. Well, you mentioned a little bit about next season. I will just leave folks with a teaser. Next season is all planned. It's not a secret. It's been announced. The Revolutionists, which is a fascinating show. Comedy, which it's kind of hard to think it would be a comedy because it takes place during the Reign of Terror in the French Revolution.
Yes.
But it is a comedy. And then we have a musical, Spitfire Grill.
Yes.
We're doing the classic Tennessee Williams Glass Menagerie. And similar to how we wrapped up this season, we are wrapping up with a play that was written by a Longwood alum,
Ooh,
Dr. Toby Emmerich.
I did not know
And
that.
he will be
That's
coming
very
in to
cool.
guest direct a play he wrote for younger kids
Yes.
based on the NPR money program. So
That is so interesting. I did not know that.
that's based on NPR's Marketplace.
Very exciting.
Million Bazillion
Yes.
is the name of it. So it should be a fun season. Tickets will go on sale for next season, July 7th, right after the holiday of the summer. And you'll be able to buy season tickets at a discount. So put that out there for everybody. So keep tabs on that. And you can keep up with everything that goes on at Longwood Arts, whether it be the theater department or the art department or anything like that. Follow us on social media at Longwood Arts is where you'll find us. Don't forget to get your ticket now. Dreamhouse opens next Wednesday, and tickets are going fast. All right, that's enough of this April Fool. I will turn things back over to John and Noah. They'll be with you in 30 seconds.
Hey, we're back. It is the Call Flow Radio Show here on WFLO AM 870. And we're streaming online, WFLO.net. And why does it, I don't know, I feel like I'm like a mile away from the microphone for some reason. Hello. Okay.
Hello.
Have a good one. Hey.
Hello. Hey, John. How's
Hi.
it going? Top of the morning.
Well, hi. Well, hello there and hi. We need to be.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing.
John's got that April Fool's coursing through his veins right now. You can feel it.
Pumping.
John, you know, you're a prankster, you're a jokester, you like to play jokes on people.
I have a joke for you. No jokes today.
No jokes today. That's a joke.
Yes, we
I'm
have
waiting.
no jokes.
I think.
We have no jokes today.
I think John's gonna try to drop an anvil on my head at some point. I don't know when.
I look like Wile E. Coyote.
Or how? Oh, John, no. But you know, I know you play dirty, and you use sleazy tactics like that.
Oh, really? Well, someone has to say something to you, and I'm going to let her say it.
You old fish-eyed fool.
There we go.
Okay, can I say something?
Yes.
I'm genuinely afraid of Wanda Sykes. Like, I feel like she could kick the shinola out of me, you know.
Ah, you're afraid of Aunt Esther, eh?
You old fish-eyed fool.
She's hilarious, and she is scary. I don't know. She was in Curb Your Enthusiasm, too, for a couple episodes as well.
Really?
Yes. Yeah, talking
Wait
to
a
Larry
minute,
David.
Are you saying Wanda Sykes?
Wanda Sykes, yeah.
That's not Wanda Sykes.
Oh. I asked you earlier.
That's Wanda Page,
Oh.
I believe.
Okay.
She was Aunt Esther on Sanford and Son.
I asked you earlier, and you were like, yep, that's Wanda Sykes.
Well, that's because I was too busy putting something together.
Oh, my
Wanda
goodness.
Sykes, is a person, and
Hilarious
she was on Curb Your
comedian.
Yeah. Now I know who you were talking about.
That's who I'm
and
talking
you're right.
about.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not too big of a fan.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think she's amazing.
I'm sure you do. Well, April Fool's Day, celebrated
April.
today with joking relationships and practical jokes, may have grown out of the medieval Feast of Fools, which was held on January 1st.
That's something. This sounds like something you would attend. The Feast of Fools.
As long as the buffet and the bar are open, I'm good.
Yep.
Yeah. So if you don't-
Bartender.
Yeah.
Want another round, sir? I don't know.
Two
This might-
beers,
beer,
bartender.
yeah.
I'll take 2 beers.
Is
too.
that Three Amigos you're doing?
No.
Okay.
43439. I was going to give the number if you don't mind. 434-394-0924 if you'd like to be a part of this wonderful program that we have.
John's looking at the camera. If anybody wants to see John look directly.
Ham it up.
Yeah.
Well, you have it placed perfectly behind us.
Well,
It's
because
good.
like we had the interview, so at 8:30 I'll go
I
ahead
would
and
think
change
maybe
stuff
like
around.
if the camera was like here, that'd be more ideal.
I want to say I have a special
Or maybe in front. But go ahead.
I have a special not a joke, but a special segment I want to do after we do the birthdays and the weather forecast.
Special segment?
Special segment.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you when it comes. Just want to let people know after 8:30, after the birthday calendar, after the weather, we got a special segment for John actually.
For me?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this.
Well, you know, you shouldn't because I didn't tell you about it.
Nobody does.
Oh man, John, no.
Par for the course.
Yeah.
And don't worry about it. You know?
Yeah, well, you know, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
All right. 434-394-0924 if you'd like to be a part of this wonderful program we have here on April the 1st. And if you want to call in and talk
Yeah.
to us about anything
I think,
you might want to talk about.
I think this program's pretty good, John.
Do you think this program's pretty good?
Yeah, no, this is a
Do
great
you know
program.
that people that talk this slow and like that, people love that sort of thing.
Like Batman?
Bad.
Is this your Batman impression?
I'm Batman, and this is my radio program. Yeah, pretty much.
Well, if Batman had a radio show, what would he call it?
The Batman radio show.
Okay. That's it?
Batman's not too bright. Anyway, 2018, American television producer Steve Bochco.
I'm familiar with this name.
You ought to be. The co-creator of such hit shows as Hill Street Blues, L.A. Law, and NYPD Blue. Died at the age of 74 on this day in 2018. I saw his name flash up on credits as early as old Columbo episodes.
Wow. That's really going back.
So there you go.
1973 Peter Falk is a Peter Falk.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get this guy been holding all out this episode.
And his raincoat. Yeah, I can't,
Columbo must have smelt like garbage, actually. He's always holding the same cigar, and I'm just imagining it's that just kind of burnt cigar smell. He's always in the same clothes, trench coat.
Well, he had that dog
He doesn't-
in those later
yeah.
episodes,
Yeah.
in those other episodes.
Oh, yeah.
So he probably smells like Basset Hound as well.
Wet dog. Oh, my
Wet
goodness.
dog.
Yeah.
You smell like old wet dog.
Yeah.
You old fish-eyed fool.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah.
We're almost close to the bottom of the hour. Not
John,
quite.
did you ever want to become Columbo when you were when did you start watching Columbo? Because
Not until way later.
so you were like 17, 18.
It wasn't action
Yeah.
enough.
I was like 9 years old.
I was like Starsky and Hutch when
Yeah.
I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I was a little kid, I wanted something with action and cars and shooting, and Columbo is not a
Yeah.
Not,
You want the big explosion.
yeah, when I was a kid, I wanted excitement,
yeah.
adventure, and
the A-Team-esque
but
adventures.
I didn't watch that show either.
Bazookas and
I just remember at the beginning.
Yeah.
Call the A-Team.
Yeah.
You know, dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, it's
dun,
very
dun,
high energy.
Yeah. Well, the music
explosions
on all those shows, Magnum PI.
Yeah.
You know.
Why were the shows so good back then and nowadays they're total
Because it was the 80s.
gabaggio?
It was the 80s and everything was cool.
Yeah.
Except for Starsky and Hutch, that was 70s. But
Yeah.
even the 70s was cooler than what we got now.
70s was a pretty cool decade. You had a lot of people doing a lot of things. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Phone number to call in, 434-394. Sorry. Were you going to say something?
No.
Four-
Go ahead.
434-394-0924 is the number to call in to the Call Flow radio show.
I was just going to mention, I saw
Yeah.
another date, 1984 American singer-songwriter Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye, yeah.
Notable works included the concept album What's Going On from 71, was shot and killed by his father in
That's-
Los Angeles on this day in 1984.
Ugh, wow.
Yeah. So that got us to the bottom of the hour, so we
With
now
that
do our due
sad
diligence.
news, yeah.
Yes. The weather being brought to you by Harold.
You okay?
Yeah.
A little hoarse, a little...
I'm verklempt. With a low around 39, calm wind, and Wednesday mostly sunny, a high near 67. Calm wind becoming southeast 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning. Then Wednesday night, 20% chance of showers after 2 a.m., mostly cloudy with a low around 58, south wind 6 to 10 miles per hour, chance of precipitation 20%. Then Thursday, cloudy, then gradually becoming mostly sunny, a high near 83, southwest wind 10 to 16 miles per hour, gust as high as 25 miles per hour. Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low around 67. Right now, in Farmville, we've got ourselves humidity at 65%, winds 8 miles per hour, sunny skies here in Farmville, 50, and the weather brought to you by Harold W. Collins in Grading. Call 434-392-6010. And the birthday calendar is brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville.
Creative Electrical Contractors specializes in commercial and industrial projects and offers quality work at competitive prices. CEC is a licensed Class A contractor in Virginia and North Carolina. Creative Electrical Contractors has been in business for 25 years, still committed to the values that were established when the company opened in 1998. Integrity, quality workmanship, and timely delivery. CEC, located at 1907 East 3rd Street, Farmville. You can contact CEC at 434-392-3802 or at creative-electrical.com.
Ah, yes, it is that time. Birthdays, anniversaries. for April Fool's Day.
April Fools, everybody. We got
April
no
1st.
birthdays. Hey.
I know that's not the case.
Well, we do have some birthdays.
Okay.
So
oh, Noah
we're gonna
Massage, by the way.
celebrating them now, John.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Jan?
Yeah.
Jan. Hey, lady.
Madison Stallings is celebrating a birthday today, John.
Starlings.
Stalling.
Oh. Say it.
Stallings.
Stallings?
Stallings.
Okay.
It's Stallings.
Lose the Jersey accent.
Madison Stallings.
Yeah.
Tom Flowers
No,
also
no,
celebrating
no.
a birthday today.
I would not mess around with the
Sorry.
birthdays.
I'm
This
sorry.
is like, yeah.
I was trying to make it more entertaining. Sorry.
I know what you're trying.
I'm respecting everybody on this list as well. Yeah. So we have Madison Stallings, Tom Flowers, James R. and Barbara King celebrating an anniversary. Mm-hmm. Also, Lorraine Roberts and Jack Vaught celebrating.
Jack who?
Vaught.
Vaught?
Vaught.
Vaught. Okay.
V. Vaught. And then also we have Colton Bowling of Pamplin will be 16 years old. John, do you remember your 16th birthday?
Yeah.
When you still had, I don't know, gas left in the tank, enthusiastic, positive, maybe
I had my
not,
whole world
maybe,
ahead of me, yes.
Maybe less cynical back
I had
then.
my whole life in front of me, and yeah it looked bleak. No.
All right. Well, those are the birthdays I got. A special birthday to Colton. I think 16 is a big age, John.
It's a big age.
Jan. And everybody else who's celebrating on the birthday list. Even if your name is not on the list and you're celebrating birthday today, call
Alice
in.
Cooper thought 18 was the big age.
Yeah.
He wrote a song about it.
I want people to call in, though, at 434-394-0924 if you do have a birthday. Know somebody who has a birthday so we can help celebrate that birthday here on the Call Flow radio show. And if you want to get those birthdays to us, you can call the number, 434-394-0924. Email us at birthdays@wflo.net or go directly to our website. And under the on-air mentions page, you can submit birthdays directly from our website. John, back to you.
Oh, finally, the birthday calendar brought to you by Creative Electrical Contractors. If it is not right, we'll make it right. Call 434-392-2802. Let's take our first caller of the morning. Good morning. You're on the Call Flow radio show.
Good morning. I'd like to add a birthday to the birthday list.
Okay.
Linda Brown from Dillwyn.
Linda Brown?
Yes, Linda Brown. Thank you.
Excellent.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Linda Brown also celebrating today.
I couldn't hear her because it sounded like you were opening up snacks or something. What were you doing?
Nothing. John.
Opening up the Ritz crackers again? Nabisco?
Okay, John, are
Yes.
you ready for that special segment?
No.
No, please, it's special, John. I will need
Don't
you.
throw me off my
No,
game.
I'm not. Oh, well, we have somebody else calling.
Yes, we
in.
do. They'll throw you off.
Okay.
Good morning. You're on the Call Flow radio show.
And a happy April Fool to you.
Thank
Betty.
you, Betty.
I have a birthday for you for today.
Okay.
And I did not send it in because I figured you might have a bit of problem with the pronunciation.
Okay.
But the name is Abraham Studer, and he is from Ashland, Virginia, formerly from Farmville.
Abraham, what was the last
Studa,
name?
I think.
It's Ibrahim instead of AB, Abraham, and we called him Ib.
Oh, Ib. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Stwoddah is the last name, Studer.
Okay. Well, thank you for calling in and keeping us from being confused by that.
Well, did you remember the rabbits this morning?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Yes,
Okay.
I certainly did.
I saw some rabbits the other evening. I didn't see any today, but I did see two pop out in front of me. Or
How about
almost.
Noah?
How about Noah?
Noah, did you remember the rabbits?
Betty, I thought of saying the rabbits after I've already said something this morning. So unfortunately,
That
you know.
happened to you last month.
I
too.
know. We're gonna have a good month. I'm gonna have good luck coming my way soon, if I can remember to say rabbit. Rabbit.
Okay. Y'all have a good day.
You as
You
well.
too. Take
And a
care.
good month.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
You
You
too.
And don't let anybody pull the wool over your eyes.
I'll try.
Especially Henry.
He'll probably call in just a bit.
Maybe. Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Take
Thanks
care,
again.
Betty.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right, Betty Ike.
Yep. Okay. Quick question, John.
Sure.
Can you pull up the GBH liner, please, or the little sounder they have? All right.
Gentlemen,
Okay.
start your tape decks.
Here we go. Right when we got a call. Don't you hate that?
Yeah, no, we
Don't
don't.
you hate that when that happens?
Good morning. You're on the Call Flow Radio Show.
Good morning, fellas.
Hey, Henry, how are you?
All right. Yes, indeed. The sun is shining, and another day.
Yeah.
Yep. You know, there was this lady riding on the bus,
Mm-hmm.
and this drunk looked over at her, and he said, "You're the ugliest woman I ever saw."
Uh-oh.
She says, "Well, you ain't nothing but a drunk." He said, "But tomorrow I'll be sober, and you'll still be ugly."
Oh. Hi-oh.
There's sort of a sick truth to that. I heard about a couple that bought a water bed. Not long after that, they got a divorce. They said they just drifted apart.
Uh-oh.
Well, someone said, if you want the best, you have to pay for it. And the fellow was telling his buddy about it. He said, you can't just buy something cheap. You got to get something worthy. And he said, I just paid $15,000 for a hearing aid. And his buddy says, what kind is it? And the fellow looked at his watch and said, 10-15. You can kind of see that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, those of you who listening who read your Bible and so forth, God told Lot to take his wife and flee. Now his wife looked back and turned into a pillar of salt. But what happened to his flea?
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about that?
You know, that's a great question. I hope the flea made it out of there alive.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
There was a church member who asked his pastor to pray about his hearing. So the pastor put his hands on the man's ears and prayed for his hearing, and then he asked the fellow, he says, didn't that help? And the man said, I don't know. My hearing don't come up till next week. I know you've heard about the snail. If you haven't, I'll remind you. The snail was attacked by a terrapin.
Terrapin, okay.
And so the snail told police he had no idea who it was who attacked him, he said, because it happened so fast. Think about that.
Okay.
Okay, enough of that, huh?
Enough of that one.
Too much of it. Yeah, John and Noah, what a pair.
Yeah.
They're a peach of a pair.
Peach in a pear.
Yeah, you're peach of a pair.
Peach of a pear.
Yeah. Hey, I'll make this fairly short.
All right.
I called a man, it's a good many years ago. A man had come to the area from another state, and I had met him, but just briefly. I didn't know why, but one day I had this great urge to call him. And anyway, I called several times, no answer. And finally, I called him. I said, Lord, if he doesn't answer, I don't know why I'm calling him, but I feel a need to call him. But if he doesn't answer, I'm just going to forget it. So I said, I'm going to call one more time. So I did. And he answered the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And when he did, my voice told him not to do what he was planning to do. And I just hung up. I never told him who I was. I just hung up the phone.
Right.
Several weeks later, we were at a JC meeting, and he had come as a guest, and he gave his testimony.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that recently he had found out that he had cancer, and he had devoted all of his time to trying to cope with that and do a lot of hiking and running and all that to try to stay healthy. But anyway, he said one day he decided to end it all. So he went to his office and got his pistol out of the drawer, and he put the pistol to his head, and as he went to pull the trigger, the phone rang. And he said he answered it, and some unknown person told him not to do what he was planning to do. So he said he took that as a reason not to do. But he says, when that phone rang, I had taken the pistol and put it up to my head, but before I could pull the trigger, the phone rang and this voice message. And he said, I took that as a good sign. And he said, I didn't pull the trigger. And so, and I never told him that it was me, because really I was just a dipper. I wasn't a water.
Right.
So anyway, I thought that was a kind of an interesting story.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that with us, Henry.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all have a good day. If anybody wants to share something with me or have a prayer need you'd like to call, feel free at 414-0096. 414-0096. So give me a call.
All right, Henry.
All right, and I hope to talk to you all tomorrow.
I hope so. You have a great day. Take care.
Thank you very much. God bless. Bye-bye.
Bless you. Bye. All right, Henry Fulcher with us.
You know, the 80s was a different time. People just had revolvers in their desks at work. Thank you, John. Well, thanks to Henry for calling.
Test your mic out.
Rectum. Testing 1 2.
Okay.
That was it's kind of hard to move on to the next segment, but we're going to push forward, John.
Push.
After that story, it's quite heavy, quite a heavy story. But we're going to move on because...
So now you don't want to be lighthearted.
Nope.
Okay.
We're doing mailbag, John. Mailbag, and I got a mailbag right here for you, John. 2 packages with your name on it. Why don't you open up that mailbag and see what's inside of this package? Okay, sorry, I'm going to stop doing that voice.
Maybe
now.
I shouldn't be doing this on air.
Well, and maybe you should, though. Do you think about that? That's just a trash bag. I just put All right. Why don't you read who it's from?
Anita Life.
Anita Life?
DJ Johnny Station.
Johnny's. Interesting.
And
then what's the other package?
How's it addressed?
Yeah. Who's it?
Chris P. Bacon.
Oh, yeah.
And it's John Staxowack Staten.
Wow. Stacks of wax.
That's what
It goes back to your Indian roots a little bit, right? Is that?
No, more like when we used to play records.
Oh,
I guess.
yes.
But that was already
Native American.
sort of dying by the time I came along. But people were still doing it.
All right. Wow.
Well. And so I should open these right now.
You should open them on air, I think. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what's inside of them. I have no idea. But
this is a surprise.
John is opening up the packages. John, why don't you make sure the camera can see? People want to see your expression.
Well, once I get it open.
Okay. You got to make sure it's nothing too crazy, right?
Let's see.
Okay.
Let's see what we got here.
All right.
Looks like we have a shirt and something fell.
All right.
Let's see.
All right. Let's see this shirt you got here.
I stepped on a Cheerio this morning. Does that make me a serial killer?
That's amazing.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And I dropped something in.
And you dropped something. All right.
The Cheerios B.
Look at that. There you go. That could be our mascot for Call Flow, but that's already trademarked, so I guess it can't quite.
There you go.
All right. Cheerios.
The camera.
Yeah, there you go.
They're both the same. There you go.
All right.
Interesting.
Okay, well, that was that the Johnny Station one, or is that the John
Garfield
bumper
sticker, and
for your new car?
Makes you smile.
Look at that, for your new car.
I will not be putting stickers on my car.
Oh well, John.
Your car, I'll do it.
Okay.
So that's package number 1.
Okay.
I don't know if I should be. Why am I getting these packages? What's this?
You know what? We should have the match game bed under this, right? The segment, or no?
I like how you got me doing double duty.
Well,
here.
I think it could be fun. It could add a little something to the segment if we.
Well, something, huh?
Yeah, keep it in. Yeah, keep it alive. So yeah.
What was that again? On
You old fish-eyed fool.
Okay. All right. So now.
Yes, there we go.
We can all play.
Yeah. We can enjoy John opening up packages a little bit more now with this.
It's like Christmas morning.
Funky music.
Especially with the music playing in the background.
Yeah.
This is the music we play at Christmas. We don't play Christmas music.
This package is a lot harder to open from the looks of it, John. You're really struggling with this one.
Well, that and I'm trying to run the board and run the show all at the same time.
Well, you can take my spot. I'll run the board if you want.
I'm sure you would.
I'll be happy to run the board.
I know you would.
Right.
It's another shirt.
Oh, boy.
Make sure there's no stickers or anything in this one, no?
And what do we got here? Oh, it's in the cellophane. Look at this.
I'm thinking Cheerios again.
You're thinking it?
It looks it. All right, well, somebody thinks I don't wear enough shirts, I guess.
Yeah, I guess not.
I don't have enough. This one just says Cheerios.
It's the logo of Cheerios, and it's the color of the box.
Yes.
So you can look like it. You can maybe wear that next Halloween.
As big as this is, I think I could put somebody else in it.
Yeah. Maybe that could be a fun couples costume, you and Mandy, in the one shirt,
A onesie.
Yeah.
All
right. Cheerios, and more Cheerios, and a little Garfield. This was a fun segment.
Yes, it was.
Mailbag here on WFLO.
I'm always surprised by the gifts that I get.
John, people can send.
I do want to thank.
Yeah.
Could you?
Sure.
You read
Crispy
the name?
Bacon and
Crispy Bacon.
Anita Life.
Anita Life.
All right.
My biggest fans.
Thank you to those people out there making it happen.
Very nice, very sweet, and I do.
And this was not me at all. Obviously, I would not go through this much effort.
I do like the fact that it happened on April Fool's.
It does, yeah. That's quite beautiful how things work out in the end.
Miracles do happen.
John, if people want to send mail to us to open up on the Call Flow show, how can they send mail to us?
See, Noah's starting to feel a little sad. He's not getting presents.
No, I just think this adds a little extra. It could all be addressed to you. I don't care. I just think this is a funny segment.
So if you want to lift Noah's spirits, it's...
Please don't send me mail.
The address, yes. Send it to Noah Massage, care of 217 West 3rd Street, Farmville, Suite 2... Not 2 Suite. Suite 2, Farmville 23901 or 23901.
Just make sure you don't send any anthrax and or your tax returns to me because I don't need that. I don't need any more junk mail.
You don't need it?
Yeah. I already get enough junk mail where I'm at, Jan.
Jan.
Yeah.
Actress Annette O'Toole.
You're already
73.
Yeah.
But Annette O'Toole, that's worth mentioning.
Okay.
Superman.
Okay.
Superman 3, considered kind of like after the first two. Got Richard Lester taking over for Richard Donner. It's more of a comedy. But I will say, they cast Annette O'Toole to play Lana Lang, his sweetheart back in Smallville when he was just Clark Kent. Great casting. Even for that movie, as bad as it was, that was really good casting. She played a great Lana Lang. Director Barry, did I read her fun fact? Once portrayed Rose Kennedy in the miniseries The Kennedys of Massachusetts. That was your fun fact.
Massachusetts,
yeah. Director Barry Sonnenfeld. Sonnenfeld.
You know?
Yeah, I've heard of him. Yeah. Turned 72. Fun fact, his daughter Chloe, or whatever, appeared in all 3 Men in Black films he directed. So have you ever seen those?
I've seen parts of the original.
I've never watched them.
Yeah. Well, John, let me to break away from the celebrity birthdays a little bit. Can I ask you something?
Because that might lead to conversation, and we can't have that. But go ahead.
I heard you got a new car yesterday. You bought a new car.
Yeah, and if it's still in the parking lot, I still have the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What made you get this new car, John?
The other one died.
It died?
Well, yeah.
Did he have a funeral for it yet?
It's just sitting in a field right now, waiting to be buried.
Yeah. You were telling me yesterday, you were like, this new car doesn't have a gas gauge.
It does, but you had to look for it.
Yeah.
You got to really look for it.
Where is it at?
On the classic screen where, it shows you like how fast you're going and all that good stuff.
Yeah, the cluster.
The classic screen.
Yeah. That's what you call it.
That's what it said, or something. Classic look or something like that. Yeah, speedometer and gas gauge and all that good stuff. Stuff I need to know.
Stuff you need to know.
The thing really gets good gas mileage, I will say that. It's really good.
Yeah. Well, how do you feel sporting a new... Does it still have the new car smell?
Oh, definitely. And it has the blink, the shiny look to it.
Shiny new look, clean body.
Clean body.
New oil.
Yeah.
New transmission fluid.
Holds the oil. Yeah,
good spark
stuff
plugs.
Like that.
Yeah. Clean interior. Doesn't have Cheerios all over.
Not yet.
Not yet. Tomorrow, maybe.
Maybe.
No. Oh, wow. And you're parking farther away than ever before.
Yeah, because
you're parking like a mile away.
Well, a couple of times on the other vehicle, people would back into it.
Get a little
parking lot
up,
across the street here, and I was like, well,
a little fender bender action.
And I was like, well, let's avoid that, and it gets tight in that parking lot.
Yeah, people constantly flying in and out of that parking lot.
So I figured, a new car, I'll try to make it last a little bit longer without the dings and the dents, if I can make that at all possible.
Yeah.
But if somebody backs into it, somebody backs into it.
Does your girlfriend know about this new?
She saw it yesterday on her camera. Granted, she's in another country.
She fled the country? Fled the country.
She left for Italy.
Yeah, to get away from you.
Well, she wants a real Romeo.
Yeah. Not this state in Romeo.
Yeah, pretend wannabe Romeo.
So she went to Italy to get away from you. But she's okay. Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, for like 9 days.
Yeah. And then coming back.
Yeah, supposedly.
And also you're watching your dogs as well, which is
helping. I'm helping with that.
True. Yeah. You're not the only one watching the dogs.
No, I'm not the only one, but I'm helping.
There's a cast of characters.
You mean the dogs or the ones watching them?
Both.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't say that because their mom's.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, somebody's gonna have a problem with that. Yeah. I can sense it. Yeah.
Have a problem with what?
I don't know. Calling her referring to her mother as a cast of character.
I just wouldn't even keep talking about it.
Oh, okay. Well, you asked me a question, so I was just gonna respond to that question. But screw it. Okay.
I mean, I'm trying to help you from.
Thanks, John.
Digging you out of a hole.
I'm standing 6 feet from the edge.
Or you can. Say it. It's whatever you want to do.
Is that
That was Professor Turgison, also known as Sam Kinison.
Yes.
From Back to School.
Yeah.
With Rodney Dangerfield.
Well, you kids were here in your little hippie doodle, whatever. You know that scene better than me, Joe.
I've only seen it a million times.
Yeah, only a million. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. Yep.
Yeah.
So, new car as well, John. New car's good. What's your plans with the old car? You're just gonna sell it? Get rid of it?
I don't think anyone.
What's wrong with it?
The motors.
If I offered you $200, would you?
Yeah, sure, I'd give it to you
for $200.
It'd be easiest for me to just say the motor's gone.
Yeah.
It's just...
yeah, you'd make more money. I know some hacky mechanics that will get it running for like 100 miles. Like, I know somebody...
Hacky?
Yeah, hacky mechanics. You know those people who just like put sawdust in the radiator and...
like the woman did to Barney on that.
Andy Griffith.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Sawdust in your transmission. That was when Gomer was analyzing it.
Yeah.
Looks like you got too much grease in your steering column. All that good stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before.
Yeah. Good.
It's a good episode. This is Lash.
We still have 2 minutes left. People can call in with the time we have left at 434-394-0924. That's the number. I had a dream, John, last night where we were doing the show, and then after the show, I went to do something.
Yeah.
And then you took over, and you were like doing the morning weather at the 9 o'clock hour, and you were like, where were you? And I was like, I was doing something, I didn't quite remember what I was doing in the dream. Like I had like to get water or something and coffee, but like I came back and you were already
coffee, I believe.
You were already like covering my hour, and I was like, John,
you went to get a coffee and then would proceed to just sit it somewhere and let it sit there the whole day.
I drank all that coffee.
Drinking. Did you finally drink that coffee?
Yes, I did.
I don't believe that.
I wish I could do my voice like that.
I wish I could too. But anyway.
Yeah. So.
I don't believe for a second you poured that coffee out that was in the hallway. You did not drink it.
I chugged it before I left because I needed a little caffeine boost.
It had been sitting there all day.
Yeah.
Are you having difficulty over there?
No.
Oh. No. Spilling water over equipment and whatnot.
No, that's
a strategically placed bottle of water right there. Yeah. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up.
So, is this fun or what?
Yeah. He must have spilled because he's now bringing out the paper towels. The quicker picker-upper. Brawny man. All right. Well, Noah has left us. He's doing his cleanup duty. So I want to thank everyone for calling in, partaking. Thanks again for the gifts, the shirts, and the honey guys that I'm going to put here on one of the speakers or something for our decorations here in the studio. Have a great rest of your day. Do not try to be or allow yourself to get fooled by anyone. I think Noah's just fooling around. I don't think he's really cleaning anything.